Hello and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing all well and keeping safe. In today's video I kind of just wanted to do a story time of how I ended up working 3 jobs at the same time, and yeah, just wanted to share my experience. I'm gonna take you guys back to December. So December the 1st was when I got my first job. But yeah, no, it was working as a retail assistant on the weekends, and it didn't really take too much out of my time, to be honest. It was only on the weekends, plus I needed something to do and I didn't want to stay at home all day, so I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna take the job offer because it was the only job that actually got back to me. The first job, so I didn't want to lose that. Skip to 2 weeks later, yeah, I was working as an accounting intern in Canary Wharf. Now this was like my dream job. I wanted an internship and I also wanted to work in Canary Wharf. If I can find like my planner of when I wrote like all my goals and what I wanted to do and where I wanted to work, if I could find it, it's in there somewhere. I was working as an accounting intern at Canary Wharf, and when I got the job offer, I thought I hit the nail on the coffin there. I really thought I did. Like, it couldn't have gone perfect. I said, wow, you know, God, you did good. Like, I was so happy. It was something that I wanted so much. The location was perfect and everything was perfect. I graduated with a finance degree, so this is something that I wanted to go into, and I thought it was going to be amazing. Turns out it wasn't like the best. I didn't really stay too much there. I think my contract was 3 months and I didn't really stay that long, because I just thought maybe this wasn't the best thing to go through. This wasn't the best job to go through. And it's so funny because when I was writing like where I wanted to work and what I wanted to do, and the fact that I got it and it didn't turn out the best was quite sad, because I didn't want to leave. I thought it was perfect, but it wasn't perfect. Maybe it was, you know, God trying to teach me something, I guess. I don't know. Ended up resigning, and then January, I think it was on the 19th of January, was when I got into law, or got into a law firm. And what I was doing was I was working as a legal assistant part-time. So it was on Monday, Tuesday, I was working there as a legal assistant, and then on the weekends I had my retail assistant job. Fast forward to February was when I got my 3rd job. Now my 3rd job was actually through the university. So my university was hosting like this graduate internship. I think it's called graduate internship for like 6 weeks part-time, and I enrolled on it in November, I believe. And I filled out all the requirements, everything that they wanted me to fill out on the application form, I did, because I thought it was really interesting. And basically what it was is like they act like an agency. They basically send your CV to companies, and then if they like you, then they come back to you and you go for your interview. Kind of like that. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but they basically act like an agency. If the company likes your CV, then they want an interview with you. On the application form, if I have what I wrote down, I'll probably like post it on here. It came to the application now. When I filled it out, I thought everything was gonna go well. There was one bit of the application that said, there was one question that said, what is your ideal role, like your dream job? And I put down everything. I put down retail banking, I put down investment banking, I put down corporate banking. I just put down anything to do with banking. A couple of days later, they go back to me and they said that it's gonna be really hard for us to put you in these positions because I think they didn't have anything in these roles, like in these positions at all. But they said that I could go out and look for a company that will be willing to take me on. This is where my third job comes in. Now my third job was, I actually entered the building, like I entered the wrong door number. It was a business center, like I was on the top floor, but somebody told me to go to the ground floor, and so I did. And met my manager, and he was so lovely, he was so sweet. Like, I saw the company name, I said, this is a law firm, what am I doing here? I just entered it anyway. So I'm sitting down there waiting for my appointment, because at that time I actually had an accounting internship interview, and that's how I was supposed to be upstairs, but I came downstairs. So I waited, appointment or whatever, I waited for him, and then we went into the room and he was like, hi. And I said, hi, is this the interview? Like, is this the accounting internship interview? And he was like, oh no, like this is a law firm, I'm a solicitor. And I was like, oh, you know, you're a solicitor, I'm a legal assistant. And he was like, oh really, you're a legal assistant? I said, yeah. And so, you know, we went back into the office and we just started talking. He wanted to get to know me better. His card, and he said, you go to your interview, you see how it goes and you come back. You know, I came back with the proposal. I said that, you know, my university is doing like a graduate internship program, and he was like, yeah, we would love to take you on. I was so ecstatic, but at the same time I was like, okay, so you're gonna be working on the weekend, you're gonna be working at this other law firm Monday to Friday, and then you're gonna be working at this law firm Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. It really dawned on me. I said, what is it that I'm actually doing? But sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. There were times where, like, you know, I didn't even want to like get out of my bed or do this because, you know, I wanted to do this, I chose to do this, and plus I needed to do what I got to do. I didn't have experience at the time, and so I was like, you know what, whatever it takes me, wherever it takes me, whatever I need to do to gain experience, even if it's me working 2-3 jobs at a time, then I will do it, you know. But it definitely paid off because I got offered a full-time job. I was truly grateful, truly grateful. Like, it was long. I was going to one end, traveling from this end to that end. I was going all around the world. I was doing around the world. That's what I was doing. But it definitely paid off, and I feel like, oh, you know, just because I'm not here or I'm not where I want to be at the moment doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get there. You know, I will. It just takes a lot of time, and I'm grateful for where I am at the moment because it was tough to get here. I will tell you though, like, when I was going to work, there was this, I was reading this book called God on Mute. I actually post videos of me going to work. I was reading this book called God on Mute. I was journaling, like just writing my thoughts down to God and praying and all of these things. I was also listening to a podcast called Matters of the Heart podcast. I think her name is Alexandra. I hope I'm not butchering her name. And this podcast is basically about, she talks about God, about the Bible, and there's some other things that she talks about as well. It's one episode that I was listening to. There was one thing that she was saying during that podcast, and I remember I was on the train and I was listening to it. Really like melted my heart. I thought, oh my gosh, this is really good. I'll just like post like a little snippet of it. I think more of the story is keep going, you know, regardless of where you are right now. It's only temporary. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you give a like and subscribe and comment, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.